playing basketball around 9 or 10, just randomly, right? I did football, baseball, did typical things that kids did. I rode bikes, skateboards, stuff like that. And I don't know, it was just like something about basketball that it intrigued me, like getting this ball in the basket.
Right.
And from then on, it just took off. Like basketball became like a number one priority. It was like my favorite sport, right? I had cut out all the other sports and was just strictly devoted my time to playing basketball. And then I think it's great. It's such a great sport. Like you can learn a lot about yourself through the game. It teaches you a lot of life stuff. Whenever your basketball career is over, I love it because it's like outsmarting your opponent. It's like chess.
Right.
Something I tell my kids is it's chess, not checkers. Like you can be the strongest guy on the court, you can be the fastest guy on the court, but if you're not the smartest guy on the court, like all that stuff, it doesn't really matter. You don't know how to use your brain and try to, in certain situations.
Right. Yeah, because that's the same thing I feel like with football. I played a little bit of basketball too, and it's all the same. Like you get it's like you have to really study the game, and like while you're in the game, like you could really tell like someone's weakness, or you could even notice your own weaknesses when you go against certain people within the game. Like I remember all the legends, like I'll be watching these interviews like Dwayne Wade and like the Jordans, the Pippins. They always say like it's a game within the game, especially with with sports like basketball and football. Like you have to know, like, all right, I gotta know his swing move. I gotta know which way he loved to dribble. His half step, his where's his spot set on the court. So it's just fascinating. How the game is.
Oh, it is. You gotta have a crazy amount of IQ, and I think that's what. As I got older, I started to just be a sponge. If I had a coach and he was talking about a player that at the time I didn't know about, I try to watch everything about that player. And it's the time. It's the 10,000 hour rule, right?
Right.
Putting in that time. So now it's funny because when I'm coaching, like I'll predict what's going to happen to the kids. And even being 16, 17, they think they know it all.
Right.
So they think their way works. So when I tell them something and it happens, they're like, oh, shoot, okay, maybe coach does know what he's talking about. Maybe I should listen. So it's all about just being a sponge, I think it was for me. And it's just, I love the game, and I can watch anything. I can watch AAU, I can watch WNBA, NBA, EuroLeague,
right.
High school. If there's hoop on, I mean, that's how you get me. Hooping Wi-Fi and I'm straight. Hoop Wi-Fi Modelo and I'm straight.
That's what's up. So how is it like coaching like the kids?
It's great. Before I started writing, I originally wanted to be a clinical social worker. So when that fell out and I was doing the journalism thing, I still wanted to go back and pay my dues because I had a lot of good OGs in my corner when I was coming in.
Right.
I was always taught to pay it forward. So when the opportunity presented itself, I went back and I started coaching. And it's great because, the area I come from in LA, not a lot of we don't have time managers. We don't have some of the top coaches in the nation coming in through our gym to watch our kids. Our kids have JUCO potential. So the good thing about it is I tell them that your basketball career it's going to fade out, right? You're going to have these 4 years and maybe potentially 1 or 2 you're going to have the ability to play at the junior college level. But when your basketball career fades out, that doesn't mean you can't work in basketball. Hey, I want to do what you do. Okay, hey, this is the route I went. Let me put you on game so you're well prepared. Because I didn't have somebody to tell me like, okay, after high school, hey, if your basketball career doesn't work, you should do this, right? So everything I learned was all trial and error. So it's great that the kids will see me. The kids follow me on social media, and so they see my work. And but I'm still at practice, right? I can do an interview with an NBA guy, but I'll still make sure to make it to practice so they know, like, okay, like, hey, coach is accessible. I want to make sure that I'm accessible and I'm not like, oh, what he's doing is too impossible to reach.
Right.
I never want to be that guy. So anywhere I can help out, if they have a question about life, about a career path or something, I'm there. And then obviously I'm there, coaching them in basketball. So it's great. It's great. I think they're at an important age in their life right now. Being 16, 17, they think they know it all. So sometimes they may not be open to discipline, but it's just that tough love. It's that tough love, and if I get on them, they know that it's all love at the end of the day because coach wants nothing but the best for them.
Right, and I like your attitude because we all grown. We all have other duties and stuff. Besides coaching, like we all, because like with me, I used to coach for after school programs, so we should do like the flag football, the basketball, and everything. And I really love it. I still do, like, to this day. Like, wherever I get the chance to coach a team or whatever, like, I'll do it. And, like, people don't understand, like, yeah, you may make so much money or have so much no ability on the other things that you do, but ain't nothing like coaching kids, like, especially, like, a team sport. Because, we was there, a few years ago, playing basketball, playing football, and just learning about, like, communication, about helping, about friendship, about, just having, like, a bond, like a brotherhood, a sisterhood, so it's nothing like it.
Oh, without a doubt. I think I tell them all the time, it's like this. These are the most important 4 years of your life because you're playing within a team dynamic. Like, I look at them and they're all, they're BSing, laughing and roasting each other, having a good time. And I'm like, man, when it's over, it's over. And then I could trade places with you guys and go back to high school and because I had no worries in the world, but other than to be a good student, be a good son, and play basketball.
Right.
Then I would do it in a heartbeat. So, I try to tell them to cherish every moment that they have because when it's over, it's over. And once you get a glimpse into the real world, like, basketball is going to be your last option on your mind.
Yes, man, they so lucky, especially these days. Like, I tell these kids all the time, like, I grew up where we had internet and social media was just about to come around, and but when we was in school, like I said, we had MySpace, we had AIM, but those platforms didn't have the openings like a Twitter, Instagram, a Snapchat, even like a LinkedIn, for business. And like, I always encourage the kids, I'm like, hey, listen, when you go to college, like, utilize social media the right way. Whether if you want to create a business, if you want to network with different people in the industry that you want to get into. So like I tell them all the time, like, y'all so lucky. Like, even with these investments, like apps, I'm like, boy, if I was in school at the time when these apps came out, I'd probably be a millionaire right now.
It's crazy. I tell them all the time. I tell some of my, I have some kids that are in college right now, and I'm like, there should be no excuse for you.
Right.
Like, literally, like, there should be no excuse. It's just, if you're not doing it, it's just you're either lazy or you're just uninterested.
Right.
So, like, there's, like you just said, there's everything. And going back to the Twitter thing, it's funny because sometimes I go on their Twitter and I'm just like, man, if I'm an employer right now looking at you guys on Twitter, like, you're not going to get the job. But I understand, being a kid again, like, that's, I'm kind of glad Twitter wasn't around when I was 16, 17 years old because...
Yeah, me too.
It'd be crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like, back then, it was no filter type thing. So I try to tell them, like, you gotta have a good balance on your profile. If I'm an employer and I come to look at your page, that just tells you who you are as a person.
Right.
So you really gotta hold up that profile and be professional. But I mean, at the end of the day, kids will be kids. Right. I can't sit here and say I was the most perfect kid. But to see me right now where I'm at and try to put these kids on game, I'm like, man, I really feel like an old dude right now.
Yeah, and we still young. Like, I'm 27, you 29. I'm like, it's crazy. Like, now I understood, like, the people before us, like, you know, the 80 babies and stuff. Like, you know, they was young at one point, and then they looked at us, they're like, damn, we getting old. And, like, you know, we still young, but when we get around, like, the younger kids, like, we just get that feeling because, like, we was just like them, like, 10, 12 years ago, just being kids, you know, playing sports, you know, focus on education and stuff like that, going on, you know, on dates and stuff like that, like, just doing kid stuff, you know. And it's crazy, man. The next question I have for you is who has the best kicks in the league right now, like the best kick game? Because I remember growing up and in high school, like just reading on Slam Magazine, like one of the main things that we all wanted to see in the magazine was like the basketball players and what shoes they wore. So from like your experience, like who to you has the best kicks in the league right now?
Right now, without a doubt, it's PJ Tucker.
Yes.
I think PJ's bringing out stuff that I'm just like, man, you got money. But that's what happens when you have an NBA paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You can spend that amount of money on kicks. And I think the great thing about PJ is he's wearing everything. Right, he's not just sticking to, I'm just gonna wear Crazy Jordan. Like, no, I'm gonna wear Crazy Jordan, old school Nike, player exclusives. Like, I'm just every time I'm like, man, like, what's PJ gonna wear today?
Right.
Like, it's because it's crazy. He wears so much good stuff, and I think it kind of always brings back like that nostalgia when he'll wear the KD1 or the KD2, you know, and I'm talking to some of my friends, I'm like, bro, you remember when the KD2s were like under $100? Like, man, that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Now it's like, it's crazy. But yeah, I think it's PJ Tucker and Montrezl Harrell. I like Montrezl because he'll wear literally any brand, right? He'll wear one shoe for one half, and then he'll wear another shoe for another half, and you could tell guys like Montrezl, they know what they're wearing, right?
Right. It's
not just, this is the most expensive I'm gonna wear. So again, the same thing with PJ. I think Montrezl wore like LeBron, Soldier LeBron 3s, and I was like, oh shit, I remember I had those when I hooped at when I hooped at in the JUCO. I got them on East Bay. You know, so little memories like that, which is always dope. But I think top two guys for me are PJ Tucker and Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, PJ Tucker, they called him the Kings of Kicks, and like he just, I remember he was on sneaker shopping, and like he was just talking about like how he spent so much money on kicks, but I'm like, I can't be mad at him because, you know, I treat kicks like, you know, if someone buy cars, you know what I'm saying, like someone buy clothes. So just like he really collects them, and he really got like the flyest like shoes I ain't even never seen before. And then with Montrezl, with Harold, like he give me that. I like his collection better because it's customized, and like I remember he had like the customized ones with the rug rats, and like I just love like how he just have like these different designs on the different shoes. You know, just bring me back memories, you know, when I was a kid watching like cartoon shows and whatnot. Like, it's just crazy what they do nowadays with the shoes.
Yeah, it's been an accessory that's like I don't ever see it fading now.
Right.
Like we're not going to go back to the days where players are wearing all white high tops or only all black high. Like, it's just different now. Like, shoes are an important part of the game, and it's who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I like it. And I think it's even better that the league removed the color rule because now it's a free-for-all.
Yes, cause I think that's what was holding people back. Because when they started that rule, like a couple years ago, right? I think it was a year or two ago.
It was actually, this was the first season.
Yeah, the first season, yeah. Because they was, because I remember a lot of people was talking about, like, how, like, now it's going to be, like, people gonna have like crazy kicks and stuff, and like you see it like a lot, like especially like I feel like it make it easier for different platforms, you know, just like, you know, like Slam and other platforms, you know, that's, you know, crazy about like the players and their kicks, and like it's like a win-win situation for everyone, you know, like.
Oh, it is.